listening to the Dynamic Women podcast. Each week, you'll be inspired by our global community of women. They'll share with you tools and stories to help you be dynamic in every area of life. Here's your host, award-winning coach, and the CEO and founder of Dynamic Women, Diane Rolston.
My lovely dynamic women, and welcome to the Dynamic Women podcast. I'm Diane Rolston, your host, and today on this episode we're going to talk about the 5 ways to free up time and get ahead faster. Does that sound good? So these 5 ways are things that you can easily bring into your life, bring into your business, and have some amazing results so that you have more time and you can reach the results that you're wanting. Now, why would I share this? Well, because people are constantly saying to me, Diane, how do you have 2 young kids and you still get all this done? Diane, how have you been able to grow your businesses and fill your schedule without getting burnt out? Diane, how have you I look on Facebook and I see all the time you're here and you're doing this and you're doing that, and the truth is I only post half the stuff on my Facebook that's actually going on. Now I don't expect anyone to be as busy as me. I actually thrive on having a full schedule. I thrive on doing all these different things, and I know I have a high tolerance to stress. I have a very high tolerance to being busy and having a go-go lifestyle. And so please do not compare the amount of stuff I do to the amount of stuff you do, and know that what you are working on is awesome. And I'm just going to help you to do it a little bit faster, but you don't need to take on more unless you want. It's going to free you up. In another podcast, I talked about the mistakes that you are making that are costing you time, money, and your sanity. So make sure you do check out that podcast, and it is going to really give you some ways to clear up some more energy. And then this one today is going to help you to then fill that time productively. So here are the 5 different things. The first thing is you need to streamline your business and actually streamline your life too. And so what do I mean by that? There are 2 things, an S and a P. The first one is systems. You need to have systems in your life, things that make things easier for you. For example, let me give you the P first, and then I'm going to give you examples of each. So the systems is the S, the P is you probably know, processes. And so in your life, you might have a system by which everybody puts their dirty clothes, right? So whites go here and darks go here and towels go here, and the really grubby sports or work equipment goes here. Sports clothes or work clothes, not equipment. And so you have a system of how that's organized. Or in your business, you have a filing cabinet, that's your system, or your tax system, or your CRM is a system. You're like Infusionsoft, MailChimp, that's the system you use. The process is how you kind of lay it out step by step. So maybe for your process for laundry is, the first step is everybody puts their stuff in, and then the process is you start with the cleanest and then you work your way to the dirtiest. I don't know. Maybe the process is you throw it in on a Sunday morning and you put it in, but then the next person has to come and flip it into the dryer. And then you fold while you watch shows on Sunday night. So you have a process as to how it happens. And then you iron certain things. I don't know. You got your own process for this, right? You might also have a process on meal prepping, right? That's a good thing. That's helpful. Now in your business, a process for you might be a new client process. So when the client says yes, and they're going to work with you, then how do you take them through? What are the steps that you need to do? Now the benefit of systems is that it helps you to really be able to know how to use what you're putting your process into, and having the process helps you to not have to remember every single friggin' step of what's happening and keep it all in your head. Instead, you can go on autopilot because you're what's this? What's next? What's next? And it's easier if you're going to pass this work off to others because they already know what the process is. The second way to free up time and get ahead faster is to batch tasks. You can get lots done in one time frame. Example, every time I fly on a plane, I write my podcast outlines. Now I free flow these, but what I am doing is I have a very brief outline. So for today, I've got the five ways to free it up. I've got little notes under each one. And so that's what I do. When I'm on a plane, I do not get Wi-Fi, because when I have Wi-Fi on a plane, I just want to like check things out and do other stuff. I just write. I write these outlines, and I can probably bang out 8, 15 of them. It just depends if I've got my kids with me and how long the flight is. So for example, when I flew from Vancouver to Vegas for my last mastermind, I wrote 8 podcast outlines in about 2 hours. And you know, that includes, when you think of the 2 and a bit hours, going up and coming down, I can't have my computer open. I probably took a potty break and, you know, chatted with my friend, these sort of things. Now, other things that you can batch is all your client meetings or all your client calls. So a full day of coaching calls, a full day of client appointments. If you're going to do coffee with people, you hang out at one coffee shop and have them come to you and do back to back to back to back. Now you're starting to see what the benefit is here. Yeah, you are actually already in the headspace. You know, when I do video after video after video, or podcast after podcast after podcast, I'm already in the headspace. And especially if I'm on video, my makeup is done, my hair is done. Though today I didn't bother redoing my hair and makeup, even though I traveled all day. I just thought that's totally fine. But, you know, I set my lighting up when I do video, and all of these things have to happen. Like today, I'm doing this in a hotel room. And so it takes a little bit. So today I'm banging out a few podcasts. I'm banging out a few videos. See, when you do it this way, you only have to prep once, and then you only have to take down once. So I only have to put the lights out, take it up, lights up and lights down once. Hair and makeup once. So much easier. And then you also get to think once about when it's due. So if you did your blog posts or you did your social media posting and you did it like, say, once a month, rather than having to do every week or every day, think of just the stress that will take off. So the first thing you can do to free up time and get ahead faster is streamline your business with systems and processes. The second thing you can do is batch tasks. So you do a whole bunch of the same task in one time. The next thing that you can do is you can condense your work. So you do lots of work in a short period of time. For example, currently I am in Ontario, and I am doing in about 4 days, I am doing a women's success event. I am then doing a VIP day. I'm doing 2 mastermind days, and then I'm doing 2 more VIP days. So in 4 days, I'm doing 2 days of masterminds, 3 VIP days, and 1 other event, all within that time. So when you pack it all in, it is just, you know, then you can have a lot of free time. Where if you had 1 thing on Monday, 1 thing on Thursday, 1 thing on the following Tuesday, 1 thing the following week on a Friday, it's really spread out, but bang it all out in a short amount of time. Now, the benefit of condensing your work in this way as well is, for me, I do room rentals. Like I rent the venue. And so when I'm renting a venue, isn't it much better to get the most out of the room or the most out of being there? And so when I'm in Ontario, I like to do this in order to serve all my clients on their VIP days, as well as do the masterminds, as well as meet new clients. And so I do this all in a very short amount of time. It allows me to have a 4-day work week and take Fridays off. Isn't that nice? Totally nice. You can do that. Think, how can I condense my work into one amount of time? Can you have all, not just batching, but like, could you only have appointment days on certain days? And then wouldn't that be amazing? You could do a full like day on your marketing or a day on your visioning. Also, if you condensed all of your laundry in a short period of time, all of your cooking into a short amount of time, then you're free the rest of the time. You don't have to do it anymore. And the mess that comes up from it. So condensing your work is quite similar to batching tasks, except with condensing, it doesn't all have to be the same type of work. Okay, the 4th way that you can free up time and get ahead faster is reuse your content. So for example, those 8 podcasts that I outlined on the plane, I record them as podcasts, right? You know, you're listening right now. And they are also then outlined into, sorry, the outlines and the transcriptions of my podcast then become blog posts. Then from the blog posts, different bits of content are taken, which then turns into social media posts. It is crucial for my content that goes out there to be from me. However, when I do the podcast and then it goes into a blog and it's transcribed, I'm not the one actually finessing the writing of that blog. Though I did create all of the content, it is my voice that is in the narration. It's, you know, used using my words, but someone else gets to just finesse it and polish it. And so the integrity there is still mine. But it's much easier when someone else does it. And then to grab those social media posts, again, someone else does that, but it's still my content. It's still my words. And so when I see it out there, I'm not surprised by it. And it's exactly how I would say it. The last, absolute last way that I am going to share with you today, though there are more ways to free up time and get ahead faster. This time-saving trick is around automating and pre-scheduling. There are so many for social media, automated and pre-scheduling things, right? You can do it straight on Facebook, or you can use another one, a Hootsuite. There's so many out there. Feel free to make comments on the ones that you like to use. Let me know about them. And there's also a way to pre-schedule, right? You can pre-schedule your blogs. You can pre-schedule your podcasts. You can do all these in advance. Your newsletters, everything you do, almost everything, can be pre-scheduled, can be pre-recorded, can be automated. And this is so much simpler when you can pre-schedule all these things rather than have to jump in every day or a few times a day or something. To have all of these already done, your head only had to take on thinking of that one thing at that one time. And this is how you get to take time off. Yes, before I had my second child, I did, I don't know, it was like 12 videos because I was doing a video blog every week. So I had 3 months worth of video blogs that I did all in one go, and then I pre-scheduled them. And sometimes on like Monday morning, I'd be like, oh, I have to, no, oh, no, it's scheduled and it's up there. Or I'd be on social media, be like, oh, look, there's the post I pre-scheduled. My gosh, I like loved myself, the person that was pre-scheduling all this stuff. And also automating using a CRM. You know, when someone signs up for something, when a client signs up for something, when a client buys something on my site, when they are getting my giveaway, you know, that just happens behind the scenes. I don't have to be the one pushing the buttons and clicking things and remembering to do things. It's so nice to have things automated. Also makes me look good, because if I had to remember everything, I wouldn't. So think, how can you automate and how can you pre-schedule? And a lot of that will have to do with, back to number one, the number one way of freeing up your time and getting ahead of systems and processes. It's the only way you're going to scale your business and make things in life easier. So let me know, which of these five do you love? Which one are you going to put into play? And I know I mentioned today about my elite coaching program, about VIP days. This is of interest to you. You want time with me, one-on-one, either in person if you're going to be on the West Coast or the East Coast, or you want to fly me in, that works too. Otherwise, I do VIP days online. And how to be, if you could have me thinking for you, strategizing for you, writing stuff for you, creating things for you, putting all the final pieces and touches together on something, or even just flushing things out in the beginning. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Reach out to me at Diane@DianeRolston.com. Let me know in the subject line VIP day or elite coaching, whichever you are interested in, and let's have a conversation. See if we're a fit. I'll let you know if we are not, let you know if we can help you reach your goals or not. And yeah, let's just have that conversation. So you listen to this because you want to level up, because you want to get ahead. And so why don't we take it to the next level and have a discussion? Well, that's all for today. I trust that these 5 ways are going to free up lots of time in your life. so you can actually go and do the things that you want to do. And it's funny to say that because, you know, I almost always want to work. That's my default. But the other things that you want to do when you retrain yourself to be able to go out and do all those fun things, right? All those rewards and all those things that you need to do every day for your joy, for your rejuvenation. And so until next time, everybody, stay dynamic. Bye.
Thank you, Dynamic Women, for joining us today. Please hop on over to iTunes to subscribe and leave us a review. Who do you know who needs to hear our message? We'd love it if you'd share our channel with your friends and family. If you're ready to be more dynamic, have more balance and more success, head over to www.dynamicwomenclub.com/free gift for your Key to Success book. Stay dynamic.